Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. And today we are going to do a quick overview, kind of unboxing and install on the GKU D900 2-channel dash cam. So this is another one of the installation videos on our dash cam series that we are going to do a quick overview, kind of an unboxing and install, and finish up with a little bit of footage so you can see how the GKU D900 system works. So the unit itself is going to come in a really nice box. It's great for gifting, but the one thing I want to point out is don't just throw the box away right away, because as you're installing it, it has QR codes on it all around it to help you be able to scan and get instructions on installation really quickly if you're having some kind of problem, or contact customer service. So be sure that you don't overlook that. So what you're going to get inside of the box is all of this right here. I've already taken it out to make this part simple and quick. The very first thing you're going to get is going to be your front cam. Now the front cam has a sticky part right here in the back. You're simply going to pull this little red tab off and you stick it on the glass. They're going to give you some static sheets that you put on first, which make this stick extremely well so it does not just fall off. One of the things I want to point out, if you've never done this, is make sure that you put this exactly where you're going to want it. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low, you don't want it to block your view. But if you get this static thing put on there, it is there to stay. You will have to scrape it off. They do give you 2 sheets. Now I'm going to point this out to you. These are small. Don't use the whole sheet for, this little area. Cut them and use what you're going to need. The reason being is if you mess up and you have to pull it off, you can use a razor blade, take that off, start over, and reinstall this. But if you happen to use the whole sheet, now you're going to have to order replacement sheets to be able to get this thing installed, and it's frustrating. So keep all that in mind. So that is going to be your front cam. Your back cam is going to be right here. They've already got it plugged in. You can unplug this so that you can install it the way you want without having any problem, fighting this cord. Now the cord is going to be tucked in all the way around above your mirrors. They give you a tool, a little wedge tool. It has 2 tips, a small one and a big one, so that you can actually work this in. So you'll have your rear cam, front cam tool. This is going to be the power supply. Now this is going to slide into the 12-volt round power supply in your car, the same thing that the old cigarette lighters used to slide into. This also has another power source in it. I do like that. Not all units give you this second power source. This one does. So you will take it and run the wire, tuck it in with your tool, and plug it into the actual unit. The actual back camera plugs into the unit as well. So everything is going to be ran up to this. So that is your power source. They give you a couple of little replacement tabs, and I like that. So like I said, if you mess it up and have to change it, you've got replacement stickers to be able to get it to work. If you sell your car and you keep your dash cam, you want to be able to install it in the new car. If you give it to a family member, you want to be able to install it in their car. So make sure that you keep these. Make sure that you keep any of the little static sheets that you do not use. Put it in an envelope, put the name on it, put it in a desk somewhere safe, and then that way you are ready to rock and roll if you move this to another car. And keep in mind, you can order these replacement pieces here. It just takes a couple of days to get in, but it's nice that they give you extras for the, any type of an issue you may have or future installation. Now they are going to give you little clips. That's what these are here. These clips are for holding the wire, and they're really helpful on the back window to be able to run that around a little bit and make sure that it isn't hanging down, blocking view, or looking bad. They also are going to give you a card, a GKU card, which gives email, WhatsApp, and website. So they give you a lot of information. They also, on the back of it, has the little QR code, and you're able to download their proprietary app, because you can use an app with this unit. So make sure you don't lose that. And I like the fact that they're giving you lots of ways to contact them if you're having any kind of an issue getting it installed. They also have a quick setup guide with another QR code down here at the bottom, and it basically walks you through the major steps you need to do to get this set up really fast. And let's see what it does here. So trying to see what the difference is. Basically, it looks like the same type of information on both sides. Now, the QR code that they have on the bottom of this is actually to their YouTube channel to be able to watch their YouTube videos on installation. Very cool. Now, one thing I want to point out, the very last thing, is going to be the manual. Now, the manual on this is a very nice, thick manual, very easy to read, a lot of great pictures, diagrams, and it's in color. So they did a really fantastic job putting this manual together. You should not have any trouble getting this installed. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to go over kind of some of the highlights, the features of the unit, and then we're going to get it installed, and then I'm going to get a little footage for you, and then I'll let you know at the very end what we think about this unit. So let's go to the features. So the GKU D900 is a 2-channel system, and it is going to have a 4K camera on the front, which, by the way, you can set at 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second. 60 frames is going to give you a much clearer picture when things are moving quickly. So that's kind of a cool feature that you don't see very often in a dash cam. Now, the rear camera on this is also an exception. Usually when I see the rear cameras are inside the cab type cameras, it's usually going to be an HD, a 1080p camera. This is a 2.5, which is a 1440p camera. So you have a 1440 in the back, and then you're going to have your 4K in the front. 4K is going to be 4 times stronger than a 1080p camera. So this is going to give you some really great footage, and I love the fact that I can go 30 or 60 frames on the front. Now, a couple other cool things about the camera on this is it is going to use the Sony Starvis sensor, HDR, and it uses night vision. Now, HDR gives you better exposure, and it kind of gets rid of a lot of that glare that you tend to get on some of these cameras with the bright sun coming down. So that's really cool. And of course, the Sony Starvis sensor is going to actually give you much clearer picture, especially at nighttime. It brightens things up. It's really an awesome system, especially for dash cams. Now, this also has the G sensor in it, which works in 2 ways. Basically, if you're going to set it in the parking mode, it will start recording if something bumps into your car. And on top of that, by the way, this even has a time-lapse mode on it, so you can set it in time-lapse throughout the night so that it will actually, have a constant time-lapse video of what's going on around your car. But the G-sensor part will kick on if somebody bumps the car. Now, you have to have a wire kit that you need to add to make that work, but it's a very cool function. Now, that G-sensor will also pick up if you have some type of a collision or maybe a sudden braking situation. It will lock the video and actually record it at that particular time and make sure that it does not miss anything when there's an accident or something of that nature. That's a very cool feature. Now, this display on this is going to be about 1.5 inches. I think it's 1.47 inches in display. This also has the 5G wireless connection to it. So how that works is they have their own app that you can download, and you can watch footage and download actual footage. You can do all kinds of really cool things with their app. It gives you another added feature than just using the actual SD card. So when it comes to the footage, there's a couple of ways you can save your footage. You can actually use the app and use your smart device, or you can use the onboard SD card. They're going to give you a 64 gigabyte card, and you can upgrade that to 512 gigs. You can pull that out and you can access it by a computer. Now, while you are using the SD card, if it fills up, they have what's called loop. It is going to loop, and it's going to start erasing the oldest footage and start replacing it with new footage. So you never really miss anything that way. So if it's anything important, you're going to want to save that footage before it loops. Now, when it comes to mounting this, by the way, you are on the front going to have a 340 degree mounting radius, meaning you can adjust it 340 degrees. On the back camera, you can actually adjust it up to 360 degrees. So you get a very wide, view and a very wide recording. One of the last things on this that I want to point out that I think is really important is this has built-in GPS. So the GPS is going to allow you to record speeds, times, where you're at, everything else. So if there's an accident, you've got all of that information recorded automatically on the footage. That could be a big deal if there's an accident or anything that you need to prove a speed, or you need to prove where you were at, or if you want to go back and take a look at where you've been and retrace a route. That's a very cool thing. So what we're going to do next, guys, is we are going to get outside, get this thing installed real quick. We're going to go around and get a little footage, and then I'm going to finish it up with what I actually think of the unit and how well and how easy it installed, and what I think about how well it works. So let's do that.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. We time, you, I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here undone, but I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say let's convey. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Sweet talk, sweet talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. watching you do. Show me something, give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help got this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long.
So the GKU D900 two-channel system is a great little system. You got to see a little unboxing, you got to see a little overview, installation, and some of the footage. I think this unit is made to last for a long time. I think it installed easily, and I think it's a pretty good quality product. So if you're interested in this system, be sure you check the description. I'll leave the link. Also check the description if you'd like to see the playlist of all of our dash cams. So if you're not a subscriber, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Be sure you hit the like button, and we will see you guys on the next one.